the Persian distraction is Parthenon. This building that you see here, Parthenon, was from scratch in 10 years, only by chisel and hammer, in 10 years. Now, it's called Parthenon because it was the house of the Parthenos. Parthenos means in Greek, virgin. Unlikely with what happened in Corinth, virginity here in Athens was highly honored. And so the goddess of wisdom was worshipped as a pure virgin. And her house was called the House of the Virgin. I have here a reconstruction made by the Archaeological Services for you to see how the monument was when it was in full shape. Beside the political meaning of this monument, which is the first monument built by free people, paid for their job, there are very special aesthetics we can speak about. We could stay here in looking this building and speaking for hours and hours. I tried to mention to you the most specific characteristics. First of all, the Athenians like to give characteristics of a human body to this house of the goddess of wisdom. And according to the beliefs of that time, the ideal human body, and not only the human body but also other living bodies, obey to what we call golden ratio. For the people of mathematics, I remind you, is 2n plus 1 divided with n.
Could you say it one more time, please? Thank you.
2n plus 1 divided with n, the golden ratio. So this building, as a unity, but also partially, obeys the regulations of the golden ratio. Another thing that I would like to point out here is the lines of this building. Somebody can say, anyway, it's beautiful, but it's a simple architectural composition because it's made only of straight lines, vertical and horizontal straight lines. I assure you that no one of these the lines of this building is a straight line. Why? Because the Athenians like to make a symmetrical and harmonious temple, and they understood that they had to deal also with the optical illusion. So if the lines of this building were geometrically straight lines, then the human eye should see them curves. And it's the first time when we have the optical illusion as a parameter to mathematical formulas. So they try to correct the distortion of reality that the human eye creates, making optical corrections. The lines of this building are all curves, pieces of certain circles. They are so curved, the human eye to see them straight. And there is a corner, the northeastern corner, where we can approach very close to the building, and then you will check the curvature of this building with your bare eye. Another thing, the pillars. There was a special study about the pillars. We see today the pillars and we think they are all identical. If they were made all identical, then because different pillars in different positions receiving different amount of light should like different to the human eye. You know, the corner ones receive more light, the middle ones have more shade. So if they were all identical, then the ones with the shade should be thicker in the human eye than the corner ones with more light. So studying the light of these pillars before they were built in different times per day, different hours per day, in different dates per year, they made averages. And they made these pillars different to each other, but so different the human eye to see them equal. For that reason, there is a difference from the corner to the middle for the short sides and the long sides, which is approximately 2.5%. Another thing, the building is not vertical. If the building was geometrically vertical, then should create the impression to the approaching visitors that is going to fill up on them.